Hi guys, this is Sunny. In this tutorial, what I want to talk about is some shortcuts while you're writing a program in Java. So here I'm using Eclipse as my IDE, and so why I'm using Eclipse is because Eclipse is very flexible to use. There are many things you can use in Eclipse. It reduces your effort when you're writing big classes, big chunk of code. So that's the reason why I use Eclipse. Also, there's so many shortcuts you can use in this IDE, which reduces your effort and the time it takes to complete a task. So when I was making previous tutorials, there were a lot of people who asked me if I could make a tutorial on some shortcuts, because I was using a couple of shortcuts when I was writing a program. So here today in this tutorial, I have about 7 shortcuts for you guys. These shortcuts, I use them all the time when I'm writing some code, and they actually help me quite a lot. So the first one I want to talk about is, which you guys probably gonna use quite a lot, is this one, sysout. So let's say you want to display something on the console. So instead of like writing this whole thing, which is system.out.println, and then within brackets, let's say I want to display my name is Sunny, and save it and run it. So as you can see, it displays this on the console. So instead of actually writing this whole thing in this IDE, you can use a shortcut, which is just write sysout and then do control space. When you do it, that's gonna autofill everything and show up this whole thing, and then you can write this whole thing again over here and then save it and run it, so it shows this message on the console. So for this, the shortcut is control plus spacebar. So write this, and the shortcut is control plus spacebar. Okay. The second one I want to talk about is for the imports. So let's say I have a class which is set and of type string, and the name is my set equals new hash set, and here has set, and here I have string close bracket semicolon. So here, if you can see, I have some red lines, underneath these words. So it's showing me an error. So what it tells me is that you have to import this class, and similarly this class as well. You can do it manually one by one. Just hover over it and click this button, which is import has set, and do the same thing for this one as well. Or there's a shortcut for this, which is Control Shift O. As you can see, it imported these two classes, and now those errors are gone. So the second one here, I'm just going to put a comment here, is for imports. Shortcut is Control plus Shift plus O. The third one I want to talk about is, let's say to rename something. Let's say you have, so I'm going to put a shortcut first, so Alt plus Shift plus R, and this is to rename an object or something, whatever you declared in your class. So let's say I want to rename this string my name equals Sunny, and then what I do is I do a sysout, and I want to display this name. And by the way, guys, this is super helpful. So, and I'm gonna show you guys this, and you'll be like, wow, I mean, this is super helpful. So here, let's say, you've used this variable not just in this class, but let's say you're using, somewhere, in your interface or your implementation, somewhere, you have an object, a method, and you have the same name. What you can do is you can go onto this name, this variable, and do Alt Shift R. So now if you see, it says, there's a message that pops up. It says enter new name and press enter to refactor. So I'm gonna enter, so I'm gonna do a backspace, and I'm gonna enter a new name. So let's say my name 1, and press enter. So when you do it, it's not only gonna change this name, but it's also gonna change the name here as well, because that was the name that we modified. So somewhere down the road, let's say I have not just, let's say, fifth, something like that. I just want to show you guys how helpful this is, and I want to change this to, let's say, name 2. I can do again Alt Shift R, backspace, and change it to 2. Everything changes over here, and press enter, and look at this, all the names have changed now, and this is very helpful. So that was the third thing. The fourth thing I want to talk about is search for a class. Let's say I want to search for a class in my workspace. So all I can do is I can do Control Shift and T. So let's say I do it over here. Let's say I want to find this class, which is point, which is in a different package, It's under tutorial 5, and this class here is under tutorial 6. So I can do Control Shift T and search point. So as you can see, so here it finds this class. I can double click on it now, and this opens up this class. Okay, so that was the fourth thing. The fifth I want to talk about is something similar to this one. So if you want to search, let's say, not just a class, but anything in your workspace, and that could be a class or could be a non-class file as well. Search for a file. So all you can do is you can do Control plus Shift plus R, and now if you do, let's take an example. So do Control Shift R, and now let's say I want to find this file, which is backlog.txt. So you can do backlog.txt, and it shows up. I can double click on it, and it actually shows me this class. So this one is for any type of class, any type of file, sorry, and this is only for classes. If you only want to search for classes, this is a shortcut you're going to use. If you don't care about, like, if you want to search for anything in your workspace, this is a shortcut you want to use. Okay, so the sixth thing I want to talk about is something for commenting. So commenting, it's Control plus Shift plus /. I think this is / or backslash, whatever. So this is the shortcut, and let's say I have something like this: string array names, something like fruits. So in this, I have apples. On the next line, I have oranges, peaches, and all those. I think that's enough. Let's put this onto another line. Okay, so now I have this array. What I want to do now is I want to comment this out, because let's say I don't want to use this. All you can do is you can use the shortcut, which is Control Shift / and Control Shift /, and that's going to comment this out and save it. The last one is to uncomment. So to uncomment something, it's the opposite. So it's Control Shift. First we did the /, Now we're going to do the backslash, this one. So let's say I want to uncomment this variable now. So all I can do, I can highlight this and then do Control Shift backslash, and this is going to uncomment this variable for me. So this is all I have for you guys. There are 7 shortcuts. I think these are the shortcuts that I use all the time when I'm coding. I hope, I feel this is helpful for you guys. If there's anything you guys want me to cover, please do let me know. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you so much.